are up here in the highlands of Jalisco, in between Arandas and
Jesus Maria.
I'm with Carlos Camarena, my partner and very dear friend. We're talking about the production of good tequila, in this case especially Ocho. And we start with the raw material, the thing from which the tequila is made, because that's, if we want to have the best tequila possible, we need the best raw material. Is that correct?
That is correct, and we are right now in one of the fields that belongs to our family, and as you can see in this field, I mean, it is very important where the agave is grown.
We can see the natural effects. We can look at the earth. We have very red earth, which is filled with
Iron. Iron oxide, mostly.
A few rocks around that we can see. Then we have clay. What is important to that for the plant? It's because everything in nature gives an influence to these plants, which will then give an influence to our tequila eventually, right?
Every single aspect matters. The separation in between the plants, the separation in between the rows, because that will affect the amount of sunlight, the amount of wind, the amount of food that is available for the plant to take from the soil. So every single detail matters in this case.
Yes. So we see these larger plants and they're smaller plants. Those little small plants, are they different to the big ones?
No, actually these small plants are clones from the mother. The plant will release these little pups, or hijuelos we call them, and they have exactly the same genetic information. Actually, it was my ancestors back in around 1888 who introduced the agave into the highland region of Jalisco, and they introduced the agave in this area, and as the agave gets mostly reproduced non-sexually through these clones, the plants that we are looking here, we can very fairly say that they are exactly the same genetic information and exactly the same plant that my ancestors introduced into this area 125 years. It is a matter of sustainability on the fact of saying this is exactly the same plant that we introduced into this area.
And these plants cared for by you and your family are all treated with loving care, as natural an environment as possible, so that these plants are very healthy and very strong without anything influenced on them, except for nature.
Well, we kind of allowed Mother Nature to do its own job, and the other very important key factor for us, it is in order to produce 100% agave tequila, we only have one raw material, which is this, the blue agave. So if that's all we use, let's make sure that this is good, that this is first quality, because then if you have first quality agaves, it gets very easy to produce first quality tequila.